Now we're going to go over all the non-electronic items that we're going to need to get this hat put together. So right here is some black fabric. You can see it's pretty well see-through. Sarah talks a little bit more about this in one of the other videos, but obviously your hat's not going to fall apart if you don't have this, but we think it adds a really cool effect that we think you're going to want to have. So great to get some fabric like that. You also need a glue. I have two different examples here, but you only need one. One option is something like this E6000. It's like an industrial adhesive. Another option is like a 5-minute epoxy. I actually think I prefer the 5-minute epoxy. So you squeeze that out and you mix it together, and then it cures within about 5 minutes. And there's also no smell there, so very good. The E6000 has a bit of an odor for an hour or two as it dries, but then ultimately it's totally odor free. And then if you use the epoxy, something to mix them up with. Something like popsicle sticks is probably best, but I already had some cotton swabs nearby and no popsicle sticks somehow. So I have some cotton swabs there, and I'll cut the ends off there to do some mixing on this cardboard here. So any kind of scrap wood, cardboard, something thick like that would be great to mix the epoxy on. And then a few pins here. What we're going to do with that is use them to hold the LED strip onto the hat when we're assembling it. A few is probably fine. If you have more, it would probably help you even more, but a few is going to do a lot. And if you don't have them, I'm sure you'll be able to wrangle it, but we are holding things in place with the pins. And then finally we got some pockets. It came in a pack actually of about 10, but the size seemed really great, and we're using that to hold on to the battery pack that we put in there. The battery pack almost fits in one of the pockets, so what we're going to do is I grabbed two. I'm gonna use one sort of as the base. I'm gonna use material from the other to kind of modify it to be what we need it to be. And that's that, excluding the hat. But you've seen our hat, you'll need your hat. We're not gonna put it in this section, but you know you'll need one of those.